Hi guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be playing some 5-minute games on the Road to 1600 playlist. Now, on my 5-minute games, I'm always a little bit underrated because I always play this time control and I'm just for fun, you know? So let's try and gain some points back. I play it when I'm, sat on the toilet and all sorts. So, yeah, sorry for that bit of information, guys, but we got to appreciate and understand the frailties of our game. Why we're losing Elo in such positions. We hit their queen. 5 minutes on the clock. They're thinking I'm going to castle kingside. But I don't have to, you know. Nothing's making me castle kingside. Can just pivot around. Maybe land some pressure here. If I do castle here, I get an open rook, but I'd be castling right into their attack. So maybe queen here. So if they ever develop their dark square bishop, we've got pressure on this key square. Like that. Oh, it's nice coming back to chess.com, guys. I've been playing on that Magnus app. Been doing a few videos on that, Player Magnus. And it's a bit of a clunky app. So we just... What do we do? How do we defend this bishop? This we take. I think we've got this all covered. And now we just got to get castled. Desperately. 4 minutes, no increment, guys. So this is going to get down to the wire. Hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock at night because I'm feeling like a bad man. I've got a rule. Where I don't play any chess or record after 8 because, I don't know, it just affects the quality of my chess. But tonight I was just feeling riled up, ready to go. But yeah. Just trying to, understand my mind. Understand my psychology. When am I going to be good? Being aware. Being self-aware, guys. So, what are we doing? I guess we need to get castled. But we have just moved the king. So, that plan's out the window now. And maybe now we... Well, you know what? What are they doing with their king? Their king's just sat in the centre. Bang. What are you going to do about that, boy? Yeah, exactly right. We're coming after you now. I just... If we open up the centre, it opens up our king as well. But, I mean, like this, a threat coming in. That's a good move. That does defend a lot of threats. But this... cheeky pig on the second rank. Now that knight is just frozen in place. So if we can add pressure to this pinned piece, we'd maybe win. Here doesn't work. What about... I'd love to get like something like that in, but their bishop's pretty good there. The little knight pivot might work. What am I doing? I've got this. I've got this to win the queen. Let's do that. I mean, I considered taking this, but then they take the rook, right? So actually, I blundered, but luckily they blundered before, and I realized. So they're trying to counterattack, but this does come with check, my old buddy. And then we can grab that with check as well. They do hit the rook now, but this is a nice little check if we want it. We can also just defend our rook, which allows us to win their bishop. But they're throwing that in between move. Great move. Yeah, really good move. Now they take the rook. And they're still in this game, you know. We're only up a point in material after they take the rook. I might want to swing the knight. Try and get some action going now. It's hard to know how I'm going to get my queen involved. Love to get to this square, but bishop covers. I mean, I've just got a pass pawn. I can just start pushing this guy. Probably a nice, easy plan. They're trying to open up the centre. Does dislodge my knight, but I don't think I'm really that worried about it. Look at this development. What? Like, we need to punish this, you know? Maybe a rook out, try get here. And they're just doing more pawn moves, which I'm not sure that's the way. Yeah. What do I do with my knight, though? Oh, my knight is trapped. It took me took me quite a while to see that. But I honestly, my first instinct was to take here. I thought that looked quite nice. We can tuck away, hit the rook, and now our queen is active. Can we not hit this? Because if they move it, then we win the rook. Unless they want to move to like this square. I mean, takes. They do take with check, to be fair. Let's grab that trade off. We are technically down material, but we've got the queen. We should be all right. It takes a very strong opponent to actually win with two rooks against a queen. This, just getting the rook in. They can take, but we get a rook here. That should be pretty devastating. Bang. Trying to bring the queen in now. They should not go to a dark square. That's okay. They're just trying to stop my queen joining the party. So here, obviously we can't take. Rook takes me. This hits the bishop though and looks cohesive. Connects my pieces. And we're threatening this mate. Threatening the bishop. I don't know how they defend both. And they've not got any checks. Crucially, who is attacking who right now? And I think this is just one of them unstoppable threats. They can't defend both the bishop and the mate. Okay, so we can take this. Have we got anything better? This isn't a fork of the king and queen. I did think it was for a sec. So, I mean, check. And surely this leads to a mate, right? Not quite. No, it does, it does. Okay, I'm getting a little bit tired there. So I'm just going to have one more game, guys. We're going to make it a nice, cheeky Sicilian against a 1400. 5 minutes, no increment. Let's get feisty. Come on. All right. Keep that blood flowing. 10:20 at night, guys. He's a rebel. Chess Girls is a rebel. All right, we've got this. Pin. Not fancying it anymore. If I break in the center, this d6 pawn becomes a long-term weakness. So maybe just knight. And then we'll think about... I think I'm going to have to think out. Got to do something about this dark square bishop. And something I don't like coming up against, guys, when I do the Sicilian Dragon is when they just fire this pawn down the board. I find it really, really rude, actually. So, not just free. I think so. Centralize this. Takes her. I don't mind. When did this emerge? Couldn't they? Oh, they couldn't do that before. So tempo. Then this. Pretty hard to see, to be fair, guys. 10 o'clock at night. So we're up a pawn, they're up a piece. But, you know, it's a 5-minute game. Anything can happen. We're going to hit this queen, maybe. Open up the rook. Bosh. Now this square looks nice for my knight, doesn't it? This hits the queen as well. Don't see why not. We'd love to play that, but they can take on Passant. Right, how do we keep creating threats here? We need to keep up the tempo. This, and they take on Passant, we take... It's okay, and if they don't know on Passant, it's very good for us. They know it. Ah, okay. This still isn't awful. Oh no, it is. No, we lose this pawn. Oh no, and they're trying to queen trade. I hate it when the worst thing ever, that. When you're losing and they just force a queen trade. So here. Bring a rook. Temper that queen. Maybe this. Protected by the knight, and then we've got some revealed attack mischief going on. Quite sleek. They can just put their king on a nice exposed light square for us to check, win the queen. Yeah, we might have some similar things, like attack the rook, maybe. Ah. If we take this, then don't we get that? I see. So this hits the queen anyway. Bishop's looking strong. And then we want to bring this other rook. Keep hitting this queen. Down a piece, but fairly active. Yeah, we're just going to continue this plan. Developing with tempo. Pestering the queen. And then centralize this rook, maybe. I mean, why not? Just keep hitting it. Maybe we'll trap it eventually. If here, trying to get this moving. Okay, they get the queen to safety. So we eye this knight, try and bring the rook, create maybe an alignment issue in the pinning the knight. Oh, and they've got a little counter pin, haven't they? This to damage the structure. I think we've just lost. I don't know what that move does, but yeah, they probably just take. And now I've lost a piece. You need a load of pieces on the board, guys, to try and salvage anything out of this position. Where did I lose the piece? Oh, it was that tactic at the beginning with the queen, yeah. Ah! And now their rooks are coming, hitting my queen. This is completely devastation. There's no defense. Yeah, that was tough, actually. That was hard to see. They're always tricky, them little poke with the pawn. There's a pawn poke, and then there was the tactic. That. Here's the poke, and you don't really realize why this is so bad, but it unleashes. It moves the piece that was blocking the check, and moves the piece that was blocking the attack on the rook, on the knight. It's yeah, pretty hard to see. Yeah. I'm not going to beat myself up too much about that, guys. That was a very hard tactic to see, but just be very aware of them little nasty, niggling, prodding pawn moves, which lead to a little stepping stone of tactics nastiness. Good luck, guys. See you next time. Like and subscribe. Cheers.